Welcome to benchmarks about GeForce GTX 880M compared to a 780M. We were waiting for the benchmarks for quite a while, but now the notebookcheck.com released the first official benchmarks of 880M. So let's have a look. We're gonna talk about the first game, and it's Titanfall. Titanfall from 2014 on ultra settings is running on both cards on 60 frames per second, specifically 59.8 on 880M and 59.1 on 780M. There's just a 0.7 frames difference. The next game we're gonna talk about is the Thief. Thief from 2014 on ultra settings is running on 40 frames per second on 880M, and on 780M it's running 40.2 frames per second. The next game we have the X-Plane 10.25 from 2013, the flying simulator. On ultra settings, on 880M it has 22.4 frames, and on 780M it's 22.1 frames, so we have only 0.3 frames difference. Again, as we can see, the difference is not big at all. Let's talk about Call of Duty Ghosts from 2013. As we can see on ultra settings, 880M has 45.9 frames per second, and 780M on ultra has 40.5 frames per second, so we can see a 4.4 frames difference. Battlefield 4 from 2013 on ultra settings is running on 45.4 FPS on ultra settings, and 780M we have 40 frames per second, so we are talking about 5.4 frames difference. Saints Row 4 on ultra settings is running 52.4 frames per second on 880M, and 780M it's 51.9, that's about 0.5 FPS. Again, we see the difference is not big at all. Dota II from 2013 on ultra settings is running on 105.7 FPS on ultra. On 780M it's only 75.7, so the difference is around 25 FPS. But if you play the game on 75 FPS, I don't believe you'll really care about those 25 extra frames. Grid 2, the racing game, on ultra settings 880M has 76.2 FPS and 780M has 69 FPS, so we have 7.2 frames difference. 7.2. One of the most demanding games, Metro Last Light from 2013, is running on ultra 42.6 FPS on 880M, and on 780M it's 37 FPS, so the boost and the performance is slightly improved. We talk about 5.6 FPS on ultra settings. BioShock Infinite has a quite impressive performance boost. We talk about 65.6 FPS on ultra settings compared to 780M's 46.6, so that's about 19 frames on ultra settings, and that's pretty a lot, and it's quite impressive performance. Tomb Raider from 2013 on ultra settings, 880M is running on 74.2 frames per second, and on 780M it has 65.4 frames per second, so we are talking about extra 9 frames. Crysis 3, the godfather of performance, on ultra settings, 880M it has 33.2 FPS, and on 780M has 29.25, so we are talking about roughly 3 FPS. Far Cry 3 on ultra settings is running on 35.7 FPS, and 780M has 30.4, the difference is 5.2 FPS. As you can see, it's a little boost to performance. And the last game we're gonna compare today is a Hitman Absolution from 2012 on ultra settings. It's running on 38 FPS on 880M, and 780M has 33.8 FPS, so that's about 4.2 frames per second. As you can see, both graphic cards offering fantastic performance, and boost is only 10 to 15% different. So GTX 880M is a little rebrand of a 780M, but still worth to buy. If you like this video, hit the like button down below, ask in the comments whatever you need, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to give us some support, because we're gonna make sure that you will get well informed about these subjects. Thank you for watching.